box? Is it a bug or is it a Comet? Well, it indeed is the Comet EV from MG Motor India. Its latest electric car offering for the Indian market and also India's smallest electric car in the market at present. But before you dismiss this car as a Lego car look-alike in a two-door curious-looking EV, it packs in a solid 200 kilometers of range. And we have come such a long time from the Reva or the E2O that we saw a few years ago, where the range would just be 70 or 80 kilometers. This car may well be the answer to the congestion problem a lot of big cities face, but there are big challenges. The form factor is clearly unconventional and is bound to be polarizing. But MG is hoping that it grows on people, and once it does, it says it could sell as many as 3,000 of these cars in a month by the end of this year. 3,000 cars a month surely doesn't disrupt the market. But consider what impact this unconventional EV has had in China. Sold by Wuling as the mini EV, the car outsells the Tesla Model 3 in China and costs about $5,000 or less than 5 lakhs in the country. What you get here in India is a car built on the same GSEV or Global Small EV platform jointly developed by MG's parent company SAIC and American automaker General Motors. More than 1 million Chinese consumers already drive this car. The Comet EV is rather boxy in its design, but that's not to say it doesn't feel modern or premium on the outside. The car features parallel step LED headlamps and tail lamps and an MG logo that lights up each time you open the doors of the car. The front and rear connecting lights add a bit of a modern appeal to the car too. The Comet EV rides on 12-inch steel wheels, which are, yes, tiny, as every pothole and speed bump you go over will rudely remind you. The micro hatch is available in 5 color options. While 4 of them are shades of grey, the apple green and starry black variant stands out in a crowd. The Comet is a really small car, less than 3 meters in length, but it can still sit 4 people, even tall ones, comfortably. But don't expect to journey out of town with all passengers aboard, as the rear passengers can start to feel uncomfortable with the lack of space to move around at the back. But on the driver's seat and as a co-driver, you'll surely not be complaining about leg space at all. MG has indeed cut the crap with this car. The interiors feel spacious, fuss-free, modern and rather gadget-like. The use of glass lends great visibility and a sense of airiness to the car, but that also means it'll heat up fast when you're driving around in the hot summer season. Remember, a lot of these minimalistic choices MG made was also driven by the fact that they had to keep to an affordable price point for this car. The Comet EV gets a twin display with floating 10.25-inch screens, with a well-responsive infotainment system enabled with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The Apple iPod-inspired styling is also evident in the smart key, dial shifter and buttons on the steering wheel. Not to mention the white and space grey colour scheme are very reminiscent of the Apple iPod as well. With a 4.2-meter turning radius, you will maneuver easily in tight city spaces. The car, despite being small, doesn't feel floaty when you're driving it at a moderately high speed, but don't expect it to take it to a racetrack. Powered by a 17.3 kWh battery made of prismatic LFP cells, the Comet has a certified range of 230 km under test conditions. On the road, you can expect it to deliver 160 to 180 km of range or even higher, depending on which one of the 3 modes, Eco, Normal and Sport, you're driving in and what your driving style and driving conditions are. The Comet EV comes with a 3.3 kW onboard charger. You can plug in the car to charge through a regular 15-amp power socket. This is a car for families who already have an existing 1 or 2 SUVs perhaps and are looking for a practical solution to make their everyday commutes more affordable and lower their cost of running, as well as find a viable solution for tight parking spaces and the congestion that we find all too prevalent in our crowded cities. However, if you're constantly on the move and don't know where your day will take you, this might not be the ideal car for you. Some might find the car too small for their needs. While the rear seats are easily accessible by folding up the front passenger seat, the lack of rear doors may also be inconvenient for passengers, especially if they have to get in and out frequently. MG says its battery has gone through 16 safety tests and is IP67 rated for dust and water resistance. The car also gets dual front airbags and reverse parking camera and sensors.
Now, this is a car that surely turns a lot of heads, and in our drives around the city, the car elicited a lot of excitement and curiosity from, well, bystanders and also fellow drivers, a lot of who rolled down their windows to ask us exactly how much the car costs. And well, that is the exact challenge that MG will have to contend with, balancing this offering with an attractive entry price point into what could be a whole new segment for the Indian electric car market.
So let us take a look at what you pay for the Comet EV in India and how it compares to its closest electric competitor, Tata Motors Tiago EV. MG has priced the Comet EV at 7.98 lakhs ex-showroom, which does make it the most affordable EV you can buy in India at present. However, it is still pricier than what customers weighing their options between a conventional hatchback and a compact electric car would be expecting. The Tiago EV, on the other hand, a Gen 1 electric hatch from Tata Motors built on an IC engine-derived platform, starts off at Rs 8.69 lakh ex-showroom and goes all the way up to nearly 12 lakhs, a significant premium over the Comet EV. But at the top end, the car also delivers 300 kilometers of range. At 8 lakh rupees, the Comet EV isn't exorbitantly priced, but it isn't cheap either. The MG Comet EV might not be for everyone, but it certainly offers a compelling option for those in the market for an electric car. Its compact size, practical range and refreshing driving experience makes it a sensible choice for daily city commuters, and its eco-friendly credentials surely help. Do let us know if you are in the market for an electric car and whether the Comet EV will be a car you'll test drive soon. This is Alisha Sachdev for Mint.